Here we go.
Here we go. Look at that. Boom. Happy Tuesday. Is that my play on happy joy? Happy. Hello, June. How are you? Hello, B. Karen, nice smile. Fantastic. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome. Do I see any new faces? Let's see. I'm gonna scan these pages real quick. Angie, that's a new face, but yeah. There we go. I see some new faces. Here we go. All right, welcome everybody to the RRR247 and direct consumer and residual affiliate marketing. Can I start saying that now? I think so. You're in the right place at the right time. This is our office call, our big meeting for all the new students and all the big announcements. If you're brand new, I want you to write this down, please. Little post-it note, stick it on the side of your computer like me. Yes, we still use post-it notes around my screen. They're around that screen too. Never miss a Tuesday night call. Write that down and put it up until it becomes part of your weekly method of operation, and you're always thinking about Tuesday, and you never forget. You're always on time, and you're always here. You don't miss any.
Shut up. You getting angry?
Why? Because be careful with your microphones too. If you're talking to somebody in the background, if you hit that space bar, it'll unmute you. Because every Tuesday night is when we announce all of the big announcements, anything important for your business. Anytime Rory and Tanya are going to add something to the system to help you build, to help you hit your goal, to help you make more money, to help you go into other countries, to help you see the bigger picture, to help you get where you want to be, where you need to be. Every single time they're going to do that, something, whether it's a product, a service, a tool, an idea, one-on-one training from them. Yes, our co-founders, both of them, get on our calls still 3, 4, sometimes 5 days a week, still out here helping everybody, training, working just like they were 30 years ago. Anytime they're going to give something that's important to your business, all of our businesses, it'll always be launched on Tuesday night. And you never want to miss that. It's something that could, one little thing could be that thing that catapults your business into, five more gears to get you exactly where you want to be, even faster than the plan you originally made. So never miss a Tuesday night call. None of that information. If you need an example to stare at, go back or listen to, go back to the Keystone video. Everybody knows what that video is. Listen to the part where Rory's talking about launching a new program and what happened for all the students over the first 30 days of launching that new program. And I want you to then imagine yourself missing 2 or 3 Tuesday night calls, and you missed out on all that. Go back and listen to the video again and again and again till you hit that part. Don't be that story. Don't let that happen to you. I've seen that story a couple of times over the last 3 decades. It's not one that you want to be a part of. Never miss a Tuesday night call. It's never the same thing. You're going to meet different people. You're going to hear different ideas. You're going to hear lots of new stuff, different stuff. It's never the same thing. You'll meet parts of our leadership. You'll meet other people that are up and coming and building their team. Then you're going to hear from Rory or Tanya that are going to give you something, launch something, add something, or just train you on something that's going to help you build your business. You don't want to miss any of that. Every single story that you see here, get to know the stories because you can relate to somebody later. Everything Rory and Tanya talk about, take notes. Take notes, and even if it doesn't make sense because you're brand new and just came in this morning, just take notes and then discuss it with your instructor or ask that question on the next study hall, the next group training. What do they mean by this and what do they mean by that? It'll all come together if you just pay attention, take notes, and what do we say? Stay around the flagpole, right? Stay around the flagpole and everything works out. Another exciting thing happens every Tuesday night. We get to meet all the new team members, new family members. Every single week, we have somewhere between 10 and 30 new people joining the team. That's exciting. Those are good numbers. You don't see that everywhere. That's for sure. And that's happening because we're doing everything right. We got the right co-founders behind our company. We got the right tools inside the system that I think Rory's going to talk to you a little bit about over tonight and every other night for the next 3, 4, 5 weeks. We have everything in place that you need. And the leadership team that Rory and Tanny have built around them, they have the same passion and love for what we're doing and a desire to help as many other people as we can hit their goals, to hit their dreams. Everything is here in place. That's why it's happening the way it's happening. 10 to 30 brand new people every single week. And it's fun to see. We love meeting all of you. We love welcoming you. We love seeing you for the first time. We also love seeing all the states being represented, Northeast, Southwest, over here by me in the Southeast, Northwest, and all across the plains, all across this country. We love seeing the growth. We love having a little bit of fun with it. Linda and I love to have our banter about Ohio and Florida and see who's going to make our day and who shows up. But it could be Texas tonight, Stacy. It could be any state tonight, and it's fun to see. But it's the growth that we love as well. So I'm going to give everybody their first chance. If you're here for the first time, if this is your first Tuesday night call or even your second one, and you didn't get a chance to say hello last week, click on that little microphone in the lower left-hand corner, or hit the space bar on your keyboard. Say hello, and don't forget to say what state you're calling in from, and welcome to the call.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
My name is Renee, and I am from Cleveland, Ohio. And Rory has been training me. Rory.
Fantastic,
Hello.
Renee. Rory's happy that you're here, but you also made Lynn this day as well.
Hello,
Go ahead, Danny.
Cheryl.
Hello. Yep.
Or Cheryl, one of the other ladies first. Go ahead,
Yes.
Cheryl.
Yep. Hello, Cheryl from Montana, and Linda is my incredible coach and trainer.
Fantastico. Glad you made it. Welcome. Go ahead, Danny.
Yep. Danny Perez from Florida, Lakeland, Florida. And
Florida,
Julie's been
what do you
training
know?
me.
Look at that. Welcome. Welcome, Danny. Glad you made it. I love hearing Florida in the house. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Stephen.
Go ahead. Cade?
Yes, my name is Stephen Reynolds, and Karina is Belcher is my friendly instructor.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Welcome, Cade. I look forward to meeting you soon and hearing
Yeah,
all
my
about
name
your
this
success.
is my son's laptop that I'm borrowing, so my name is Stephen Reynolds.
Oh, Steven, here. I'll change that for you. How's that? And anybody can change your name. Click on the 3 dots if you're on a computer. Top right. Hopefully it's EVEN. How's
Yeah,
that?
it's with a V.
There you go. Now your son's going to get on and go, who changed my name to Steven, Dad? All right. Welcome, sir. Glad you made it. Look forward to meeting you one day soon. All right. Anybody else? If you're brand new and it's your first Tuesday night or your second Tuesday night because you didn't get a chance to say hello last week, click on the little microphone or hold down the space bar on your keyboard. Say hello and don't forget to say what state you're calling in from, and welcome to the call.
I've got Zanetta in Georgia in the chat.
Welcome.
Mhm.
That's almost Florida.
Yeah,
Right
Danny.
around the corner. Welcome, neighbor.
Thank you.
Tanya from Rockford, Illinois.
Rockford, Illinois is in the house. Thank you, man. Welcome to the team. Glad you made it. All right.
Anthony Bush, Texas.
Anthony from Texas. There you go, Stace. Told you. Doesn't take long. Texas shows up. Welcome, sir. Glad you're here. Glad you made it.
Thank you.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to the RRR247 direct-to-consumer and residual affiliate marketing team call, office call, conference call, our announcement call, our everything call, because everything big, every big announcement, Anthony, Tanya, all the new people, every time Rory and Tanya are going to add something to the system, to help you build, to help you make more money, to help you hit your goals, to help you go global, whatever your goals are here. Every tool, product, service, anything new will always be launched on Tuesday night. You never want to miss that. Anything new that needs to be added and you need that information right away, it'll always be happening on a Tuesday night. So please make sure you never do that. But yeah, we love hearing from all the new people as well. So let's give them a chance. We got about 2 minutes left. If you're
Okay, I
brand new,
unmuted them. Why can't I
go
do
ahead,
anything?
Mary Sullivan. There you go. Just hit Mary. If you want to unmute, you just click on the microphone or hit the space bar. Anybody, if you're brand new, click on the little
I've been
microphone.
having trouble with that, Niall.
That's all right. Get it. How you doing?
No, I mean, I've been having trouble with it. You guys not hearing me and me not hearing you. I hope I got it fixed now in the system.
We can hear you. We hear you, Mary. No worries. We hear you. Hopefully you can continue to hear us, but we definitely hear you.
You got a Becky from Pennsylvania in the chat.
Welcome, Becky from Pennsylvania. Glad you made it.
Carol from Texas.
Carol from Texas.
Huh?
Welcome, Carol. Glad you made it.
Jody from California.
Jerry.
Jody.
Jody. Sorry, Jody. Jody from California. Welcome, ma'am. Glad you made it.
Okay.
I'll fix that for you too.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Shelley. I'm sitting in Florida.
Where was that? I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last one. Was that
She's
somewhere?
mine, Niall. I was waiting for her to come on. Gives me a hard
Still
time,
Florida,
Shelley.
right? Yes, sir. Welcome, Shelley. Where in Florida? North, south, central? What was it?
Central.
Central Florida. Fantastic. Welcome to the team, man. Glad you made it.
Thank you.
Florida's looking good tonight.
Florida's looking beautiful tonight.
Yes, it is.
My doors and windows are still open.
I know, fantastic, right? Let's not get everybody up north hating on us right now, though.
Yeah, thank you. Tanya from Illinois. Let's see.
We got
Hey, our turn's coming. We'll be having snow anytime, you know.
Any day now. You're right. All right, so welcome everybody. I'm going to have to do last call. It's 9 o'clock. We got to get going, but we will give everybody one last chance. If you're brand new and it's your first or second Tuesday night and you haven't had a chance to say hello, welcome to RRR247, direct to consumer and residual affiliate marketing. You're in the right place at the right time. We're glad you're here, but whoever got you here would love to know you made it on as well. So click on the little microphone or hit the space bar on your keyboard. Say hello and welcome to the call. Don't forget what state you're calling from.
Hello, this is Carla Bohringer, and I'm from Nebraska.
Nebraska. Welcome, Carla. Glad you made it.
Hi, Niall. This is Ray Garza. I'm from Texas. I was here last week and didn't know how to work the mute button, so I just typed in, but wanted to say hello.
You got it now. Welcome, Ray. Glad you made it.
Thanks.
We're in Texas. That's
In
a big state. Houston, fantastic.
Yep.
By the way,
Welcome, sir.
Boris and Diana from Florida have joined us.
Pamela Stanson, was that you talking?
Yes, that was. Boris and Diana, my students, have joined. They're from Florida.
From Florida? What do you know, Linda? That's like a fourth or fifth person from Florida. Something's happening in Florida tonight. Good to see you. I love it.
Well, you don't see us.
Boris, where are you calling in from?
We're here in Florida, but we have trouble to figure out how to reverse this video.
Fantastic. Florida sounds good to me, man. Glad you're here. Glad you made it.
Adam.
Go ahead, Adam.
Yeah, from Florida, Pensacola.
Pensacola, Florida. Well, how about that, Linda? You guys are making my day. I got to tell you, you are making my day. Linda and I are going to have such a great conversation tomorrow. Florida is, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8 people from Florida. Karen, something's happening. I don't know. Manifestation, all kinds of great things are going on, but Florida is here tonight and we're making a scene. Yes, I did say we.
Sorry, I had to switch to my computer because my phone was not working.
Where are you calling in from, Aubrey?
Colorado.
Oh, Colorado. Good. Fantastic, man. Glad you made it. My son just took a great trip out there and sent me a million pictures of those mountains.
Right
with all that,
on. Yeah,
all that fresh
it
new
is
snow you
beautiful.
got. We're glad you're
Lot of
here.
snow. Thank you.
I lost count, like 17 or 18, somewhere around 17 brand new people. Like I said, every week there's somewhere between 10 and 30 brand new people joining the team. We love it. I absolutely love it when Florida sounds off the way they did tonight. We're making a showing, but listen, we love everybody. We love this entire country. We love every state in this union. We just love seeing the growth. And Linda and I like to have fun, bantering back and forth with Ohio and Florida, fun that we have. But everybody here is loved and equal, and we're glad you're here. We're glad you made it. I'm going to go ahead and hit some buttons. Some people need to let in. There's still people coming in. Look at that. Let's see. Go ahead,
I guess
Susan.
I don't have the right button on here.
You got it, Susan. Where are you calling in from?
Hi, I'm Susan Eden from New York. I
New
just
York's
wanted
in the
to
house.
break up the Florida.
Come on down. It's a great destination.
Yeah, I wish I were. I wish I were in Florida.
You're okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and hit some buttons. We're glad you made it. Welcome, welcome. Lynette Hill from North Carolina, welcome to you as well. That button, then I'm going to hit that button. That button, then I'm going to hit that button. All right. So welcome everybody again to RRR247, direct to consumer, residual affiliate marketing. We've got a lot of titles because we've got a lot going on. Tuesday night is the most important night of the week. If you didn't hear me say that earlier, do everything in your power to never miss a Tuesday night. Every Tuesday night, every important announcement or training that you need to have firsthand right away from Rory and Tanya, whether it's them adding a new product, a service, a tool to help you build, or them getting on here doing a one-on-one training with you, sharing their, 3+ decades of experience in this online marketing arena to help you hit your goal and, get rid of all the friction points, get past the hurdles, and get to where you need to be faster. That stuff is always going to happen on a Tuesday night, never any other night of the week. Always Tuesday night. We'll do some in-depth training on it Saturday, but Tuesday night is when that stuff is going to be launched, and that's all the stuff that's important to you. My name is Dioletti. If you didn't guess, I live down in the great Sunshine State. I'm in Central Florida too. Shelly, I'm probably about 40 or 45 minutes from the Magic Kingdom, surrounded by a bunch of lakes that I can't wait to fish every single one of them. I moved here in 2005. I've been in North Florida, I've been in South Florida, and I have fallen in love with Central Florida. And this is probably going to be my final nesting place. I absolutely adore it. So I've been in this industry, you guys, for 35 years now. 35 years ago, I was a carpenter turned aviation mechanic because I got hurt on the job. And I was back in school as an adult with a wife and 3 kids. Not the easiest thing to do, Ray. I don't know if any of you have experience going back to school as an adult. It's tough. But when you're taking the kids with you, it's even tougher. Now, my kids were everything to me. Everything that I did, every decision I made was what can I do for the kids? How can I spend more time with the kids? I went from the dad that was barely getting home in time to eat dinner with them, usually have them tell them to brush their teeth, kiss on the forehead, go to bed, get up and do it again tomorrow, right? And a lot of you dads know exactly what I'm talking about, where we missed out on a lot of that early years. And when I went back to school, I was introduced to this industry. And even though I had looked at it many a times before with different companies, something stood out to me this time, maybe because I was working my tail off doing side jobs after classes, cramming in 16 credits a semester to get through that and get it all done, that I was wore out and just, open to hearing more and seeing more. And that's when I was introduced to this industry. And I thought, wow, I'm seeing things I've never seen before. And to me, the other ones that I looked at, they just weren't career level kind of type of businesses to get involved in for me, although it was doing great for other people. But this one was different. And I seen a lot different, and I heard a lot different. And I got on the phone and I talked to some people that were very different than everything I've ever seen before. And I decided I was going to get involved. And I thought, if I could just make an extra $500 or $1,000 to spoil the kids more on the weekend, that'd be great. And that was my goal when I get involved. And that could be a lot of your goals too, 500 to 1,000 a month, or maybe an extra 500 a week. or $1,000 a week, whatever your goals are. That was my goal in the beginning. It became I reset my goals very quickly when I realized what I was a part of. But that's all I was looking for, some extra money to spoil my kids more on the weekend. I hit that goal the very first month. I doubled that goal the second month. I tripled that goal the third month because I had a lot of excitement in my life and energy, and I couldn't believe what was happening. And I just wanted to tell more people about it. And when they said do 1, 2, and 3, I did 1 through 10 because I wanted to do more than they were telling me to do to get there even faster. For me, it was easier to go fast than to go slow, and I was having a blast doing it. So I finished school. That last semester, I went to work at the airport, and after spending all that money and all that time and all that energy to get my license to work on aircraft, I was at the airport for about 8 months. And I got up one morning having a cup of coffee with my wife, and I said, I think I'm going to go give my 2-week notice. And I did exactly that. Went to the airport, walked in, gave my boss a 2-week notice. Ready for this? He was so mad. Oh, he was mad. He said, you know what? If you're serious, you can go home today. I shook his hand with this big smile on my face, and I thanked him for letting me go that day. I grabbed my toolbox. I went home. I've been home ever since. Now I'm ready to dive in full time. I gave it my heart and soul. I gave it everything I had. I became a really good student of the industry, and I became a really good student of the system that we were working at that time in this industry. And that system is going to be a key that you guys are going to get to know how important having the right system to work any opportunity, any company is. The system is what's going to help you get where you want to be. You can break it all down in pieces and go and just follow the person in front of you, follow the training, do like I did, become a student of this industry and become a student of the system, and then set your goals. And there's only one mistake you can make here in this industry, especially in this system. Give up on yourself and quit. If you give up on yourself and quit, I promise you, you won't hit your goals. You won't see those income that you're looking for. None of that stuff's going to happen. If you do not give up on yourself ever, and you never quit, and you become a student like I did, and you put forth the effort like I did, there's no limit to where you can go. When I first got involved, I told you, $500 to $1,000 a month is all I was looking for. I wanted to grow, so I needed a voicemail. They told me to call this guy named Rory Ricord. I did that. I called him, and he set me up with the voicemail that I needed, but something magical happened. I met this young guy that had a love for mass communication, right? Like I've never seen before. And he said that when he set that voicemail up, he showed me how, as I built a network of people around the country, I could put a message on that system and shoot it out to everybody at the same time. And that doesn't seem like a big deal right now, but this was in 1992, right? We didn't have the internet, didn't have cell phones, not even a pager. We had the old telephone company stuck on the wall with the long line that we had to, take the kinks out of once a week, I think. I could leave a message to 20, 25, 30, 35,000 people all at the same time. That was incredible. That's the kind of love for mass communication, the technology that was already inside this guy in 1992. But when the internet came out, that's when he really took off. He found his niche. He quit the phone company, got online, became the first internet guru out there in 1993 or 93, 94, in that range. And that was when we all got the computers at our home. Right now, we're all getting online. Rory got online, started a lead generation company. Why? Because that's what us entrepreneurs needed. We needed leads. We needed people to talk to around the country, around the world now. And he became the #1 lead generation company on the planet. And he still holds that title today. Except he just doesn't sell his leads anymore. You're going to find out here later, he invests those into you. You never pay for them. You can eat your heart's content of leads as long as you're following the system and do it right. Do what your instructor is going to teach you to do. And there's more leads than you can handle, I promise you. We also needed websites. We needed a place we could drive traffic to. They had the information about our product, our company, and the things that we were marketing. So, and those other companies out there doing this stuff, they were making like 1 in 50 visitors at the site would fill out the form at the end and ask for a phone call. Some of them were getting 1 in 25 if they were really good. Rory tried his hand at building websites. He got 1 in 10. We thought, this guy's a genius, right? Wasn't good enough for him. He went back to work on it, tweaked it a little bit, rewrote it, had some pages behind the pages, stuff like that. And he got 1 in 5. Nobody knows how to do what this guy knows how to do. And a lot have tried since then. It just can't be duplicated. He is the #1 lead generation guy on the internet, and he builds a beautiful website. I remember the first one. Linda, do you remember? It looked like a flyer. It typed out large font, small font, large font, small font. And then, but it worked. And then Rory learned more technology and started adding that second generation stuff in and pages behind the pages until he just kept adding it, more technology, more pages, more products, more services for us to market until it turned into what you see today, the performance blogging system with a website with hundreds of pages inside there that all represent different products and services that we get to take to the marketplace, have a positive impact on other people's lives. Build yourself an incredible business while you are also having a positive impact on other people's lives. Sounds like the dream design for a business model, doesn't it? You get to build what you want and hit your goals while you help other people. That's the pay it forward mentality you're going to see here, meet here, get to know here. And everybody in the leadership team that you get to meet, you're going to see and feel and hear that same stuff from them. So I've been around them for 30 of the 35 years that I've been marketing in this industry. 30 years ago, I walked away from my job. I met Rory for the first time in Orlando or Miami. I flew down there because I heard he was going to be there. And I had dinner with him, and we had a cocktail at the end of the day and watched the sunset in South Beaches, Miami, because that's what you do when you're down there, right? But we got to talk about our wives and our families, our kids, right? And even our cousins and where we came from, our backgrounds, and then the future. And what I heard from him when we talked about the future was some really uncanny stuff. He told me how he's been doing this for 10 years before anybody else does, and how he was doing this for 10 years before anybody else did. And he was like staying in front of everything as new stuff come out. And they asked Rory about it. He'd say, yep, I've been doing that for 5, 6, 7, 8 years already. That kind of guy. He had an uncanny way of predicting future trends. And I could see that just in the first year or two that I met him. I just knew this. When I met him for the first time, he had an unbelievable brain for technology, an unbelievable love for mass communication and working online and helping entrepreneurs, hit their goals and build their business worldwide now, not just the United States, globally. We're online going global with this opportunity. But he also was one of those good guys. Susan, the kind of people that, like you're doing right now, when you're talking to them, they never look away. They're always looking in your eyes when you're talking. Why? Because they really want to hear what you got to say. Because they want to hear what it is that will help you live a better life. One of those guys. And I had no idea what was going to happen, but I knew that I wanted to know him and his wife for the rest of my life, right? One of the good guys. It's amazing what happens since. This industry has given me time freedom like I never knew existed before it, which meant I had all the time in the world for my kids, right? I wasn't missing anymore. And it gave me financial freedom. That means I could go on vacation 3, 4, 5 times a year if I want with those kids and just spoil them as much as I wanted to and not have to worry about the credit card bills when I got back home. Time freedom, financial freedom. There's no two things that a parent can ask for. And now I'm in grandpa mode. My baby is now 31 years old, but I have 6 grandkids, 2 great grandkids. So I'm in that grandpa mode now where I get to have fun with them and even wind them up with some sugar if I want to, and just send them back home to their parents. The industry has changed the course of my life. Without this industry, those doors that open never would have opened as a carpenter, never would have opened as a aviation mechanic. But as an online marketer, many doors opened. I got to meet an incredible amount of interesting people. I got to meet people from other countries that I never went. And even though I was reluctant to get online back then, when Rory said, go get a computer, let's get online, the world's your oyster, I told him he was crazy. I didn't know anything about computers. I don't even know how to turn one on. But I knew I could always trust his advice. I did it. We hopped online. And I remember a few years later calling him up one day and saying, Roy, do you realize I'm getting checks out of 17 different countries right now? And I've never visited that country and I don't speak their language. It's incredible what we can accomplish when we got the right products and services and the right system to do that, and everything else that you're going to find out, the reasons that hold people back from being successful in this industry, all the friction points that you're going to hear everybody talk about, Rory's taking them out of the way. 30 years of experience and understanding what those friction points are that hold people back from being as successful as they could be. He's taken them out of, Rory and Tanya have taken them out of the equation for you. All you've got to do is get plugged in, dive in, and listen, if you're looking for a place that you can call home, a place where you can build yourself the dream lifestyle that you want, hit your goals, travel, spend more time with the kids, make more money, whatever it is, while you're also helping other people all over the globe, then you have found your home, and we welcome you with open arms. Again, welcome to RRR247, direct to consumer and residual affiliate marketing. So as you get more and more involved here, you're going to see and meet the leadership team all around Tanya. And that leadership team is starting to build leadership teams around them. And those leadership leaders are starting to build teams around them. When you first get involved, you're going to be working hard, I hope, finishing your pages, doing your marketing, getting online, posting ads, driving traffic to your page and making money that way. But then when you're ready to start building your teams, and your instructor is going to teach you this, and you start bringing students underneath you and teaching them how to do what you were taught to do, you're going to be moving up through different ranks, from instructor to certified instructor to gold system instructor. Then it goes PSI, MSI. You move up the bigger your team is. As soon as you have your first student, you'll be an instructor. As soon as you have 10 students, you'll be a certified system instructor, which means everybody knows you know what you're doing now. By the time you have 50, you're going to be a gold system instructor, GSI. And then you'll hit PSI, and then you'll hit MSI. Linda, the one that I love bantering with, and Stacy, who was on there in a minute. These are just 3 of the MSIs of the company. I think we have 18 or 19 now. 18 or 19 MSIs that have been doing this for a while, helping as many people as they can, building teams, building leadership, and even doing things behind the scenes to protect this house. You don't just have Rory and Tanya, you have 19 other MSIs that want to make sure this thing stays exactly what Rory and Tanya planned for it to be. And that's something that you can build forever and pass on to future generations. We are all here to help protect this house for you, the brand new person. Shelly, Tanya, who else was new? Susan, Ray, you've got a large team of people behind you to protect this house and make sure that what you're building will last, and you can hand it off to future generations if you want to. Well, one of them GSIs, I've had a pleasure. Well, gosh, but first, before I get this person on, let's go back and talk about the YouTube channel. Rory and Tanya have a YouTube channel. Rory Ricord, RRR247, they're both getting there. Listen, go back and listen to past Tuesday nights. You'll get to meet all of the MSIs, all of the PSIs. You're going to meet the people, and you're going to hear the stories, where they came from, what they liked here, why they fell in love with it. And, excuse me, talk about how they feel about Rory and Tanya and the leadership that's been built here. Get to know those stories, because those stories are going to help you build your business. Tanya, one day you could be talking to Shelly. I'm just picking names on the front screen. Shelly, her occupation doesn't have anything. You don't have any history. You don't have any background in Shelly's occupation. But one of those Tuesday nights was somebody that comes from the same background Shelly does, same occupation, everything. And you know what you get to say? My friend Shelly does that. As you guys get more and more involved, you're going to see that we're one big family. My friend Shelly came from that industry as well. You know, my friend Jody has that same background. My buddy Danny Perez up there, he used to do that too, and he's here doing this with us now. You get to know those stories and tell those stories while you're developing your own story, and that's a powerful tool to use. Excuse me, I got a little scratch. It's that time of year in Florida, the Sunshine State, right? Everything's blooming again. There we go. So I got to meet almost every MSI in the company except for one. Hopefully get to meet her soon. She's out west. I've met all the PSIs, and I think I've met pretty much all of the GSIs as well because I attend every big event. I go to every big event because they're all there, and I want to get to know them and hear their stories and hang out with them and just be family with them. It's fun to do. This GSI, when she walks into the room, you know she's there right away. You can hear her. She makes sure she's heard, but as soon as she's got eye contact with you, she wants to know what she can do to help you. Not what can you do to help her, but what can I do to help you? Whether it's baking those delicious cookies that she makes all the time, Linda, or running a study hall for us or doing an extra call for us. She's just one of those GSIs, even with everything that she's dealing with in her life, always finds time to help everybody else. Right? Always. Somehow she just does it. And that's because of the love and passion that she has for what Rory and Tanya built, just like the rest of us. I don't want to take anything away from her story. I don't want to take any thunder out from what, but I want you guys to get to know her. You're probably going to see her around again and again and again, or you're going to hear her around again and again and again. Because she's just one of those people. And she's part of the family, part of the team. And then she's going to share how she feels about all this before she gets to introduce our featured speaker coming up here real soon. So our GSI, Miss Kathy Ashby, up in the great state of Tennessee, is that how they say it? The microphone is yours. Hopefully you can unmute. Your computer's working, mic's working. Where are you at?
Right here.
There you are. All right, darling. So I don't want to take too much of your thunder away, but I know there's a lot of people that are going to love your story. And
Thank
what
you,
you're going to
Noah.
share with
Thank you. I appreciate you, dear, very much.
them
And
tonight. You've been here for a minute. Tell everybody.
do what?
I said, you've been here for a minute, and you know
Yeah.
pretty much everybody in here just like I do. Share that.
Okay, I'll do that. And I will tell you that I just found out I was doing this about an hour ago. And so I was writing out this outline that I was going to use. And then right before I got on, Niall said, "No, you only have 5 or 10 minutes." So I just threw the outline away. I figure he'll cut me off when it's my time to be cut off. But to tell you a little bit about me, before I came, I've been doing this type of work for over 30 years, but I was also working a job. And my last job was the CEO of the Home Builders Association, the first female they ever hired. And I just want to give you my word of wisdom. If you don't listen to anything else I say, take this to heart. Your life can change like that. It can change in an instant. Be prepared. Have a plan B. I had worked my way up the corporate ladder to that CEO job that I had coveted for many years. And I loved my job. I loved what I did. I loved everything about it. And it was lots of fun. I mean, I got to plan things like conventions and I don't know if y'all have, I'm sure most of you have home shows in your area that the Home Builders puts on. Well, I did that too. And I took this office, I can't think of the word. Anyway, I came in after a man who had stolen money from them. They didn't know how many members they had. They didn't know how much money they had in the bank. And if you ever want a dream job, find a job that everybody else has messed up and go in and fix it. You'll be a hero. But I loved what I did. So I went in, I tripled their membership, I tripled their income. I took a home show that was making 20 grand a year profit and turned it into 120 grand profit. I had everything lined up just like I wanted. I had worked my tail off for 5 years to get everything the way that running smooth. Took my executive board to Gatlinburg to do a strategic planning seminar. with a lady that came down from the national office to work with us because we had made so much chatter of what all we were doing, and was leaving the first session on the first day, was walking down to my room, and my heel got caught in the very top stair, and I went face first down a flight of concrete stairs. And you talking about somebody's life turning upside down just like that, my life did. But you know what? I crawled over to the lady from National. I fell right outside her door. So I crawled to her door and knocked on it. She ran me to the med clinic and found out I had crushed all these ribs up here. And, you know, I had bruises and stuff. But I'm going to tell you what, one thing I found out later in retrospect, the good Lord had a plan for me, because falling face first and somehow flipping over and landing on my back at the bottom of those stairs, I did not have one bruise, one scratch, or anything on my head, neck, nothing. But boy, did I do a number on my back. And when my ribs healed, I realized my back hurt real bad. So I just had my 6th back surgery, that all from that one fall that happened 27 years ago. But I'm still kicking. And I'm not going to let that keep me down. It was, I've been through a lot. If you ever have a student that needs to talk to somebody who's dealt with incredible pain for many years, have them call me. I can listen, and I can certainly feel their pain, but I got to tell them they got to keep going. You just got to keep going. And while I was working my job, I kept thinking I need that plan B. And so I did many side gigs along the way. I built everything from a travel agency with a network marketing company. And I mean, I built that thing up. I was booking travel, plus I was making money with the network marketing company and doing great. Meeting, you know, knew the owner, went to his house, everything was wonderful. But he didn't tell me the night that he sold the company out from under us, took my travel agency license and everything with him. So that turned upside down real fast. So I started over again and I did everything from drive to I got 3 cities around me that are 2 hours, each of them, Knoxville, Nashville, and Huntsville. And I would drive to those 3 cities after working all day at night to meet with people that showed up after I had run ads to talk to them about a business. And I did that for a couple of years and it worked out okay. But man, I was getting tired of driving. So I ended up, I had several surgeries, as I told you. So I had some time that I really didn't do anything. And but I found RRR. I just had my 6-year anniversary on August the 15th. And I'm telling you, I have never felt so blessed in my life. Guys, when I was doing this business before, but the other businesses that I did, I spent a fortune on marketing. I mean, a fortune. I can't, my job was supporting my side job, trying to buy the marketing to get it going. And I'm telling you, nobody, and I've been with many companies and been around this industry for 30 years now. Nobody does what Rory and Tanya does for us. Nobody. It's unheard of. I mean, I would pay a fortune for leads, sometimes $100 a lead, and they had already been contacted by other people. They were resold them to me. I mean, they weren't even fresh leads. Nothing like what we get today from Rory and Tanya. We are so blessed at RRR, and this is a wonderful place to be. This is my family. My friends and my family are right here on the Zoom screen right now. And I love each and every one of y'all. You will never know how much you mean to me. And Rory and Tanya, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I know it doesn't get said enough, but I appreciate everything that y'all do for us. And I'm going to start crying. I'm not going to say I wasn't going to do this. But Rory, you and Tanya give your all for us. And it's very, very much appreciated. Just want you to know that. So Did I keep within my time limit now? Because I totally lost my place on what I was saying.
I wasn't
So,
paying attention, Kathy. It's just an outline for you.
okay. I'm gonna go
Whenever
ahead and
you can
introduce
introduce
Rory
him,
then.
you can
Yeah,
introduce him whenever you're ready.
Okay, well, we'll just go ahead and he's the one we all want to listen to tonight. So let me turn it over to the man of the hour, the man who is absolutely a genius. And let me tell you one more thing he is, it's trustworthy. When he says something, believe it. That man is as honest as the day is long. He is got nothing but our best interest in heart. And you just support him. That's all I can say. Just support him because he really does support us in everything. So, Rory, I'm going to turn it over to you, my friend.
Thank you so much, Kathy. And you guys, her cooking, her treats are, I mean, they're too good. Like she has contributed a couple great times. I love the food. And Tanya and I actually got to go sit down with her and her husband and have a great meal. It was I will always remember it. It was just freaking awesome. We can't wait till the next time we get together. And I'm gonna put some stuff out here. And Kathy, first of all, you are so welcome. But we built something to help anybody get that plan B and turn it to plan A. And that's what this is. And I got to tell you, you gave me a really good opening for what I'm going to cover here. And I got copious notes. Every now and then I tell Tanya, I need to take over Tuesday. I want her covering stuff, but there's a lot happening. It's the 12th of November. All right. So let me just give you some heads up, make some notes for what's coming. You guys, we don't slow down in the holidays, but I need to touch up some stuff. We were on with Niall earlier and brought up some things. So I'm going to cover calendar. This is some housekeeping. Okay, guys. Tuesdays, let me just be really quick. Tuesdays, we say they're must attends. Okay. The people that really want to make this work are going to be here on Tuesdays. They're going to be here on the Saturdays. They're going to show up to our trainings. We do these for you, right? This is your business call every week. Successful people take accountability and account and measure on a weekly basis, monthly basis of factors in the business. That's what we get to do on Tuesdays. Saturdays, we go into PBS content. We go into offer page creation, ad posting, marketing training every Saturday. And that's when we do our marathons and our marathons and our mini marathons to boost business. We really take advantage of the Saturday time. Today, I want to cover a couple of things, but here's go over housekeeping on notes. And I'm putting out memos. I'm sending stuff out in the email lists. I'm putting them on Facebook. It'll get disseminated in our WhatsApp groups. But this week we're on Tuesday, right? Wednesday we got our Brain Food Academy. I'm going to come talk about that in a second, guys. Brain Food Academy every Wednesday. Okay, we're going to be driving people to that more and more. It's our open house. Get aware. We have a whole marketing plan that we're working on around that. I'm going to come back to that in a second. Thursday nights are trainings, like call it, it's a 1 hour study hall or focus with the top leadership running those classes. You guys, this is key stuff that we all get to share in. All right, and I want to spend some time on the content for the PBS here in a second. But that's Thursdays. Okay. Now, Mondays is when we have our Velveeta training calls, and we work on like some marketing stuff for the lists, and we also do a sizzle on the company. The 18th, which is next Monday. That's Mark K. I can't say it. Kozlowski. I really should get that down. Mark, the product specialist, will be teaching us more stuff, covering more things on Monday. Okay. It goes like an hour, however long it goes. We have some Q&As. Usually we cover some things. I learn new things every time he talks. You're going to learn new content. So one of the things I get from people is, I don't know what to write on my PBS pages on the on the Velveeta stuff. I haven't been using it long enough. Well, if you got my story to start on there, you can always rewrite that. You can always talk to your instructors. We have so many testimonials. You can get a lot of storyline. But hearing Mark talk is going to inspire you more and more on every product. This is what you need. This is that inspiration to make it work. You guys, Velveeta is our #1 anchor offer. It's getting bigger, broader. We get to ride that for years and decades to come. Be on that call, get the knowledge. December 2nd is a Velveeta update call. It's a Monday. Okay, it's 8 o'clock, Velveeta.live on that Monday. And right after it, it'll disconnect and we get right back on to cover what just got released. We don't like to hesitate. We don't want to wait, so we want to get that out there. Be on there 10 to 15 minutes early. We have a lot of people coming in from around the world. There's been a bunch of huge moves happening within the company. And so there's a lot more coming in on those Mondays. So if you don't want to get bumped out or have a hard time getting in, be 5 to 10 minutes early and you'll get in. You can get there 15 minutes early and just wait. All right. Tanya and I are always there early because we got to get in. But I'm telling you, it's worth it. There's some big things coming. Always. And you guys, there's more stuff happening. I mean, Costa's got a lot of things planned for the next year. We know we got a new product coming, and there's a lot of things. We're going to hear some really big announcements on December 2nd. All right. Now, we're going to continue on our calls, but there's holidays, right? So Thanksgiving week. Thanksgiving's always on a Thursday. All right. The Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Academy time, we will not be holding that on Wednesday. First of all, we have amazing cooks in this company. They're going to be cooking for their family probably the day before. And so we need to get, there's very important things happening. Okay. We will be having a call on Tuesday. We will be doing our calls on Tuesday, but not Wednesday, definitely not Thursday. And we will be back doing training on Saturday. It's very valuable marketing time right now. Now, we do have some, what day is that? We are going to have some drop on us, get ready to promote big Black Friday things. There's always some on Black Friday. Some of them we're not going to have very much notice on. Some of them are going to be so insane. And if you don't hear about them on Friday, we're going to cover them on Saturday. And most Black Friday things carry on a few days, like the weekend or whatever. Anything that's going to be just that day, we'll know ahead of time. It's really hard for bloggers to push stuff out that same day. It's really tough. So we try to avoid that. We look for a longer thing. Online trends have gone, usually they go for a few days or go over the weekend. Black Friday is really Black Weekend. So we're going to get ready to get that stuff out there. Bunch of new memes are coming out. We were waiting, and I appreciate everybody's patience because we have this new product line, or product. We have a new product being added to our Velveeta line, and it's a big deal. And it's going to have a lot of memes behind it. Okay? Well, we're bumping out a bunch of memes, and we're going to do some catch-up ones for the holidays coming out. We have them to keep pushing out there. We're going to be focused on what that means, how to promote those. If you don't have the memes, get with your instructor to get those set up. Okay? We're gonna really be going over that over the next little bit. And let me tell you why. It's holiday shopping time, folks. It's already started. All right, so we're going to be putting some emphasis on that this Saturday. It's already started. Now, here's the good news. Almost everything we deal with ships out in 2 or 3 days. We're living now. You guys, those that have been here for a long time, and I'm talking go back 7, 8, 10 years, we would say, okay, make sure everybody knows they got to hurry and order by December 12th so it's there by Christmas. Those days don't really happen anymore. They want it there by the 25th. In almost any, it's a Wednesday. We're gonna get there in a second. As long as they order by the 20th, they're fine. Order by the 18th. I mean, that's the reality of the world today. Incredible logistics. Okay, I'm gonna cover that. We're gonna be doing a lot of weight loss advertising. We're gonna be doing a lot of business ads. I'm gonna come back to that. But back to the calendar. December 24th. It's a Tuesday. We're not going to have calls. Christmas on Wednesday, it means really hard to do the calls on that Tuesday. which means we're going to do a lot more time on the Saturday before and the Saturday after. So we're going to be taking Tuesday off. We're going to be spending time with families. It's Christmas Eve. A lot of us are going to be in church. Some of us, that's our favorite church day, right? It's a fun time. We're not going to be on a call. New Year's Eve, also, a lot of us will be in church that night. A lot of things going on. But Christmas or New Year's Eve is a Tuesday. We will not be having our student call. It's very rare that we have Christmas and New Year's on a Wednesday. I think it happens like every 8 years or something. Here we are. So that means we're going to double up on our time. We're probably going to do some marathon postings on the Saturday before and the Saturday after. So, so look for extended times or mini marathons following the marketing on the Saturday before Christmas, the Saturday after Christmas, before New Year's, and then we'll be back on a regular schedule. All right. Now I'm going to tell you guys this. It's the holidays, right? If you're a marketer and you take this time off, you're missing some of the biggest exposure time on the planet. Okay. People are browsing more than ever during the holidays. I can tell you all the reasons. It's the same every freaking year. They're shopping. They're looking for gifts. They're looking for new things. Weather's changing. It's not as fun in most parts of the country to go outside as much. They're indoors more. They're even more online. There's a lot of new hope in the air. I've seen some pre-indicators that spending this year is going to make up for the past bad years of Christmas time, the holiday time. In case you guys didn't know this, online shopping has been doing pretty good, but I mean, there's been some devastating blows over the past years. I'm going to tell you guys this really quick. Get used to a lot of stores closing. Do you guys want to hear some interesting stats? And I love to bring this up as in our powwow. So I talk about the mall and how that works, and doesn't change. But the online mall and the online direction, basically what we built in our PBS, that's the future. We're already there. We've been there for what, 2 decades now? I know I've been doing it since 97. Okay. This direction that we have in the performance blogging system, it was done way before people were going to be ready for it, way before everything was. We've had time to build it all out. The whole model, the whole plan, right? Amazon's out there. There's other things. We've been part of this process. You're going to see a lot more stores close down. You're going to start seeing a lot more restaurants close down. Now, they're going to be hopefully changing and making this go away, get food back, working all this stuff. I get really excited about this. We're ahead of these trends. We're part of it. But you're going to see major stores continue to close down. Why? You cannot compete with online and delivering and ordering. You can't compete with the warehouse. You can't compete with a warehouse that doesn't have all the upkeep, overhead, extra lights, and all the other crap you have to spend in a retail store. You can't compete with that. Their bottom line is way sharper. Their employees can get paid more and do more. And logistics, it kicks out and delivers your door same day, next day, 2 day, 3 day, whatever. You're going to see more and more stores shut down. I can tell you the conveniences that we have, it's a morphing industry. Marketing, though, will never go away. It's always going to be needed, always going to be necessary, right? We're making shifts for where we see the future going already. We're changing technology up to keep up with it. We're adapting all the time. It's getting pretty fun and continuing to be. Now, we have okay, guys, I talked about marketing. Marketing is just amazing, right? It's how I see the whole world is through the eyes of a marketer. I actually see it as the eyes of a marketer first. That's how I'm trained. I've always pretty much been that way. And I see where these trends are going with the businesses, and I love where we're at. I also see some trends in technology, life enhancement technology, nutrition, and wellness technology, and we're part of that, by the way, in a very big way. We picked an amazing home run with Velveeta. I'll keep saying that, okay? And there's so much coming to add to what we already have. We just keep building it, keep the pressure on it. This is the time of year that we need to focus on the holiday shopping more than ever. And like now, right? So like this Saturday, focusing on holiday, just get ready for it. Weight loss is kind of constant, but you guys know New Year's resolutions, and I'm going to tell you the early indicators of it. I got to tell you the other stats. Hold on, I'll get there. The early indicators that we're looking at on the marketing side, weight loss. You guys, weight loss is going to be a fun push this year. We have lots of memes for it already. We keep pushing out there, but you guys, it's an epidemic, a lot of obesity. But we're going to have a lot of different things going out, massive campaigns and changes in our government down to make food healthier. And it's not like a rumor. It's basically front page news. We're going to have a lot of things to write about and focus on that. And then we also have part of the solutions, right? Something that I started working on a while ago. If you guys were on Saturday, I was showing a bunch of stuff with this on Saturday. I'm going to be doing a little bit more. I can do it all the time. Like it's starting to really pop. But we have a whole thing for our business development and lead generation on that to gain PBS community members. This is another way to market to build our team. So we're doing V marketing and we're gaining wine customers. We're gaining exposure to our wine program. And we're gaining the PBS community members, which is a way to bring somebody into our teams here with Triple R. I've been fine tuning this. And you guys, I got to tell you, like, the more we can create leads, the better. And, we already fund the marketing and we're funding ways to drive more things to our PBSs. And we're going to be cross-marketing our PBSs with our other marketing to help build up our team. So everybody that's participating in the V marketing, we're going to be giving you more and more tools that are going to help drive more responses and activity from the work you're doing. Now, we've already streamlined that system. We got it down to a actual measured science of marketing on what we need to do, the text message we send, the phone messages we send, the BRT, everything is measured and dialed in. You just got to learn to do it. And it'll affect you to where you can make that 500, 1,000 a week and then go beyond that. We have it all here. You just got to do the work, show up, get trained, be aware that you're learning something new. But we've got it dialed in. Now I'm gonna go over the PBS Vortex because it allows us to add team members and duplicate our team members. But I'm going to talk about teamwork. So now that we've got everything fine-tuned, all the machines are humming, there's some things I really wanted to bring up today. All right, and this is millions of dollars of impact to everybody here. And this is where my mind always is. I've trained myself to be totally free thinking, outside any box. What can I look to solve things? I sit back, I do my masterminds to look at different perspectives on what I can do better with the resources that we have. And our biggest resources is our RRR247 family members. We have capable, smart people that are able to work together and thrive and do things. And I got to tell you, we're going to spend some time on our core values. It's something that we've kind of gone away from. We used to spend one Tuesday out of every month to really focus in on it so everybody understood that's who we are. And we added it to the training, but we really need to focus on it. Okay? I'm going to go over this team building. I'm going to drop some hints on it, and we're going to start training on it. See, we've been working so hard to get the foundation so solid. It's solid. Now we got to get everybody up to speed on how it works, how to utilize it, right? We're training people how to use that incredible CRM. And that's a skill set all by itself, how to function in the CRM, how to be efficient in the CRM, right? It's a tool of our trade, right? We have our PBS, the WordPress, how to utilize that. We got the CRM and how to utilize that. Both different skill sets, all using the computer, all cut and pasting, being efficient, knowing how to utilize things, how to work with everything. Two incredible systems. Then we have the human system, the teamwork side, the corporate structure I talk about of teamwork. And it's time to focus on it now. Not only do we have the right leadership in place and things are there, but we actually have the functionality to make this work. And kind of how it's always been envisioned, but with the tools to make it happen. And so I'm looking at the time here. I got 7 minutes. I'm not going to cover how to do it in 7 minutes. We're going to cover this in a huge way next Tuesday. Normally, I'll tell you guys what we cover. We have new things, but we're going to cover a team building next Tuesday. And let me explain what that means. We're going to cover what it should look like and what it also should look like, okay, in stages. And I want to do it with everybody, not just the leadership, because anybody here can join the leadership team, become a CSI, GSI, PSI. So everybody needs to understand this flow of teamwork. What I'm talking about is how do we take people in our teams that aren't comfortable making calls, aren't comfortable doing the BRT yet? How do we get them involved in success? How do we utilize our teams effectively to grow this, and how can everybody participate? Well, I know the answer to that. I have the answers to that. And we're going to start rolling that out and instigating it. And it's not something that's like, okay, you got to do this. Here's this step, that. No, we're already doing it. There's a way to connect this to where it works for everybody. And I've already been training you without you knowing it by how we teach how to do V-marketing. We're about to let a lot more people get involved in the team's success. Now, it only works if the leadership's ready, and I believe they're ready. We've been building the core foundation of leadership for this day to happen, and now we have the technology to facilitate it happening. Now we just got to train the people to do it. Gets a little better. See, in marketing and fulfillment of the marketing, when you build the systems properly where everybody can do it, makes it easier, you can start applying additional resources to maximize growth for your team. I'm already testing things that maximize our growth, maximize the response and the moving along of the ascension marketing. I'm basically telling you to get fun. There already are, but they're going to get fun. Everything's built. Now we get to go play. The weapons are in place, fully armed, unlimited ammunition. Now let's go have some fun. Let's go build these plan Bs, get people to plan As. Yeah, it's a matter of execution. And it's also teaching you guys what we have and how it's going to work for you. You know, we've been building solid teamwork. We've been building the communities up, right? We have our incredible, leadership that are doing these study halls and teaching people how to build their pages and correlate with that. Well, now we're going to start focusing on how to focus the team and benefit each other with our talents. We start on it next Tuesday. Now, for instructors and you look at your students that aren't here, they need to be there. Some of the students that are afraid use for them in the V marketing, that when I show you it, you're going to go, why did I not think of that? Well, it's just a mindset thing. You don't know what you don't know. And there's been some things that we've proven out over the years that were hard because you had to like really be organized, do things. We just have better tools today. We have better weapons. We have better marketing weapons. And I gotta tell you, freaking awesome. It's freaking awesome what we get to do with this. And so we're gonna roll this out on Tuesday. It's gonna be hard for me not to tell you guys on Saturday. It's gonna be really hard. But I want to really drive it as far as philosophy of it and cover that. And I like to do that on Tuesday. That's our business call. Then I like to apply it on the Saturdays. And we're going to start applying it the following Saturday. I'm also going to cover one after this call on the Tuesdays. We break and we go log into the instructor call and we go to our accountability for the millionaire course. Okay, that is a stair step towards greatness. And then those that have at least one PBS up to the Sunday before, so last Sunday night up to there, one PBS or more. Hopefully you've got 2, 3, 4, 5. But one or more, you got to go on to the next class with me where we really dive in on perfecting some performance areas and some fun stuff. Like, you want to know what it is? Get a PBS and show up. That accountability is open for everybody that's starting to learn about bee marketing and hopefully applying the bee marketing. Now, when I start doing the training next Tuesday, that's going to encompass the teamwork aspect and getting more out of what we have in the foundation to do bee marketing and building teams, that accountability call is going to get even more fun. And it's all been stages, right? We're moving things along. And it's, the thing about having the greatest idea is we still got to market it to you. We still got to convey the idea. We got to still, manifest it, claim it, receive it, celebrate it, and along the way, be educating everybody what it means. I'm going to tell you, there are several people that we have that are sitting back wishing they could do more, but whatever hesitation, when you start working in a team, it gets better. It gets better. I'm going to just put out an analogy. I always go to sports. All right. I played hockey. I played a lot of sled hockey. If you don't know what that is, it's a Paralympic sport. I had a really good friend, a programmer of mine, that had a leg that just doesn't work right. He's just born that way. And so he loved to skate and play hockey, but he couldn't really play hockey because he couldn't keep his balance. It was just there, but he really loved it. We had season tickets. We always went. And one day he saw this Olympic sport of sled hockey, and we started just looking into it. We bought sleds from Canada, got custom made, started doing stuff, and all of a sudden we stirred up a thing and got sponsored as an Olympic team build up in Utah. I was playing. I was in really good shape too. I'm flying. You have to use your arms for everything, right? Your legs are literally tied in the sled, and loved it, right? But you're playing with people that never done it before, and you got people that are really fast in the front, and just like, and the thing about hockey, and what I noticed, and I'll tell you for me, like I always like to be in the front of something. I like to command it, but I'm also a big defense guy, right? I can anticipate the attack coming. I like to disrupt it and turn it into an offensive direction. And I watched as we took our team and we were competing all around the states. We were able to focus in on what people could do best, right? And if I wanted to score, I had to score from the defensive zone, which means we had to read something and make it happen, but we had to defend things, right? And I watched my talents work, and I saw people that didn't know what they could do get developed better. And I love that about team building. I know Niall gets this. It works in any sport, right? Like any sport, there's a team aspect to it, right? Even if it's just helping rise people up. But we are teams, and we are in a sport. We're in a sport of creating actions that pay us all, that we share in, that we get to pay forward. And treat it like a sport, it becomes a lot more real, right? We get competitive. How can we do better at it? How can I get better at my skills on it? Maybe I'm not good on the offense, but I can be really good on the defense if I have a great team that I can support on the offense. And that's where I come from. When the defenders are and anticipating what's going on, that is where everything's going. And I bring this up, I always bring up the football analogy, and it works about any sport, but you have an offense, you have a defense, and a special teams. Any one of us that has a lot of students, we have people that are going to be great on the offense, people that are going to be great on the defense, and people that are great in the special teams. Offense, bringing new PBS students in, conveying the message and getting them in. Defense, making sure the training's happening, making sure that they're moving along the path and they have the support for ongoing what it takes to do this, right? Special teams, that's where everything fits in to make things better, to set the defense up for a bigger win, because they can pin the opposing offense back. How? Help bring more, help align up more calls and more leads, and help the process go better. We're going to break this down in all the assets of it, and then you're going to watch the leadership have fun going, you know what? I know Ray's going to be good doing this. I know Medallia is going to be great at this, and we're going to figure out how we can all grow effectively. Doing the work by yourself was never the intent here. I don't think it's the intent in anything in life, being by yourself. You'll always do better in teams. And if you look at any successful businessman, they're not doing it by themselves. Good CEOs are surround themselves with better, smarter people themselves and utilize them to get the goal done. That's all we're doing here. Starts next Tuesday. Starts next Tuesday, folks. All right, I'll see you in the Millionaire Course call that comes up right after this. We're going to exit here, go right there. No delay. No delay. We're going to go right to it. We're going to spend a few minutes for everybody to go right to that call. All right. And if you've never been there before and you're starting to learn to be marketing, show up. I don't care if you put a 0 on there. Get on the board. Let's get started in this. Oh, Panama. I'll bring it up in the next call. We're at the halfway point. We already have people that have already earned it. I want to get as many of the RRR247 family that are in Panama. Some of you have never gone on a trip before that's been paid for by somebody else. There's never a better time to start than now. I mean, there's great places in the world to go, but I'm going to tell you, Panama's been on my list. Tanya and I haven't been there before. That's going to be fun by itself. But I'm telling you, everything I've been looking at, everybody I've been talking to, I got some distant family there begging me to come out. It looks gorgeous. The dollar spends very well there. Airfares are very affordable. Let's start measuring some things out there. I'm going to cover that a little bit more on the next call. So go to the instructor call. Go log in. CRM RRR247, crm.com/admin. Go to the instructor call. I'll see you guys in the Millionaire course next.